And over on this side of the garden, this baby is just really going crazy. So I'm gonna go, this is a 4-foot by 8-foot box garden, container garden. And as you can see, there's a lot of beautiful stuff in here. So we've got broccoli rabe. It's a different kind of broccoli rabe called rapini. It's an Italian variety. This one here is gone too long because my pickers were busy with other things. But you don't want to let it go and bolt like that, because it tells the plant that it's time to go to seed. You really want to start picking the heads off when they look like that. You can even just pick the leaves that look like that, and they're very tender enough that you can actually shred them up and put them in a salad raw. They're very good that way, and they add a nice bitterness to a salad. This is just gorgeous. This is Swiss chard, bright lights Swiss chard. And as you can see, the veins are just unbelievable. And I have gloves on because I was digging, but normally I'm not wearing thick rubber Home Depot gloves when I'm touching my beautiful produce here. This kale is curly, more common variety kale, but it's just very versatile and a very trendy ingredient. It's been around for a long time, but it's finally getting its proper due, and it's a nutritional powerhouse. In fact, it's loaded with a lot of beneficial vitamins and minerals, and something that you should include in your diet, and give kale a chance. We've got some stray beets there, and what I'm doing is slowly moving things from this garden into this box garden over here, another 4-foot by 8-foot garden. And my goal here is to, as the pepper plants go away, because they don't like the cold, to get more colder loving plants in here. And as you can see, there's another few that look like they're dying. There's Swiss chard right over here. That will come back. I transplanted that yesterday, and as the roots take hold, they will allow the plant to nourish itself, and everything will stand up again. There's a number of beets, the smaller ones here that we see, and also another example of a different kind of Swiss chard. This is a green Swiss chard. It's actually called a Ford Hook Giant Swiss chard, and it gets very big, large, lush green leaves. It was also just transplanted, and it'll come back. Over here, we have a neat kale. This is called Cavolo Nero in Italy, also known as dinosaur kale. I believe it's also called lacinato, and it's a crinkly leafed kale, much different from the other kale, the curlier kale. And this is a traditional kale used in the famous Tuscan bean soup called ribollita, which is fantastic and gaining a lot of popularity here in the States. Oh, look at that there. I just spotted a little beet. That one came up on its own at some point and has been peeking around in here hiding. And there's another one over there, a very small one. So a number of exciting things going on in the garden, and that's part of the fun of having your own organic vegetable garden, is you get to see all this stuff surprising you every day. Most of the time the surprises are good in our garden. Sometimes you find a few pests. Here is some regular old broccoli, Packham variety, and as you can see, this one's getting ready to bolt. I'm going to pick that tonight for dinner. It's great coming in here and just selecting things to eat for dinner rather than being forced to eat what's in the fridge. You can see here I've got garlic coming up. That's for next year. That was planted just a couple of weeks ago, and I'm continuing to plant all through October and early November here in New Jersey, and I'll have a tremendous garlic crop next year to play with. So that's it for this episode of A Farmer in His Garden, and sorry that the rest of the family wasn't here to partake, but as you can see, there's plenty of things to do in the fall, and enjoy these cooler weather months. And one last note, a lot of things like kale get better as it gets colder. The flavors concentrate, and you could really taste the difference in the kale and in many other varieties of vegetables here. So enjoy, and happy gardening, happy cooking of your wonderful produce, and we'll see you soon.